What's going on, guys? Welcome back to episode 37. So now that we are pretty much wrapped up with all of your underground areas, so at this point, everything's done aside from the final boss right here. Like I said, I still believe he's a little high level right now. So what the plan is moving forward, as we stated last episode, is we are going to pick up from the Grand Lift of Dectus, meet Raya, and she's going to teleport us to the Volcano Manor. We're going to go ahead and knock out the Volcano Manor quest line, and then knock out the Legacy Dungeon in full. That way, we will be able to go ahead and get our main weapon for the recommended build. Then I'm going to take you guys over and around here somewhere and get you guys a main weapon for the arcane build. At that point, everybody can have something they can max out, or at least bring to +8, +9 to give you a good shot at taking out this boss and other challenges to come. It's time. We're 40 hours in. We need our main weapon. So I'm sitting here using a quality weapon as a Fate Strength build. I'm pretty sure you guys see the issue. I mean, there's a lot of choices, but as far as bringing something to +10, as we all know how rare these opportunities are going to be, I'm not going to waste it unless it's on something that, it's going to carry us, right? So Raya will be up here depending on which way you entered Altus. So if you've done her quest up to this point, which we have covered, um, and you took the lift up the very first time to reach Altus, she'll be here. If you took out Magma Worm Car and took the lift up there, Raya will be at that location. So whatever way you took first, that's where she will be. Now, once you get up here, we're going to go ahead and I wonder if we should just grab the maps here. We'll save that. We'll save that. Just go ahead with Raya. We'll stick to the plan.
Brave Tarnished.
Yeah, you gotta be careful jumping around here.
Tire by striking this barrier.
We're just trying to talk to you, lady. Hey.
I see that I've
Thank
been
you.
waiting. I knew you. I hereby take my hand.
So,
Give
the
me your
first portion of Raya's quest, she told you that she invited you to the Volcano Manor. You think that's the invitation. But that invitation was to prove yourself. If you were able to reach Altus Plateau, you've proven your strength because this has been blocked off for years and years and years and years and years. So once we've gained access to Altus, we proved our strength. Then she gave us the real invitation to Volcano Manor. So with Raya, you're gonna notice she got teleported right to the Volcano Manor. And what's nice about this is if you turned around right when you got here, this main door is open. If you would have went, and that's why we kind of have to do this too, because if you would have went all the way, and you have to work all the way around this fucking mountain and then go all the way up, and then guess what? When you get here, that door's locked. So that's what I said. There's other ways, to get it done, but there's certain ways to do things. Alright, so once we're here, we'll grab our side of grace. And before we do anything, we're actually going to go ahead and get an NPC invader upstairs out the way. At the end of last episode, we were talking about weapon choices for quality and strength and deck and everybody else. But up here, you're going to get another solid choice. So if you're doing strength builds and you like somber weapons, this one's going to be really solid choice. So going up top, you're going to get a NPC that spawns in. Taking their sweet time to do so. She's going to have the Wheel of Giza. Very, very devastating weapon. You happen to get caught by it. Those ours, right? Okay. Almost a no-hit run on her. But with taking her out, you get that weapon, and it's worth a mention. So you're doing strength, you're doing quality. This is a outstanding choice. I want to just kind of show it off to not just the picture, but the moveset. Alright, so you're looking at a 28 strength requirement, 18 dex. More strength. I guess it is even quality. Depends on what the upgrades will do, but really solid. So 18, 28. Causes blood loss buildup at 70. At 70. It's just astonishing, but it's big, so it's going to be slow. So it's very much the wheel from the Abductor Virgin. It's also very much the wheel from Bloodborne, split that. So really nice light attacks, and then the heavy attack actually charges up the wheel, makes it spin. Then all those, I think it's the follow-up that does the blood loss. Yeah, so when that lands, it's like pop, 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 pop. Then it's multi-hit on the second charged heavy. Then the actual fourth, you're just sitting here fucking shit up with blood loss. So, I mean, just a super, super dope weapon and another phenomenal choice for strength or quality. Alright, so now we have that. We will go ahead and talk to the caretaker here. So the lord of this place is Rykard. Rykard. He is one of the shard bearers who does need to be taken down. This is somewhat of his mistress, so she runs the volcano manor in his stead.
Brave Tarnish. I am Tanith. Raya spoke well of you.
Lady
A
Tanith.
warrior, perhaps you are. Will you join us? Why accept the prize with us? Interesting.
So this is the closest thing you're going to have to
The
covenants in this
drawing
game
room, but be
if you
sure
play
to
Dark
add-
Souls. So what she's going to want you to do is just kind of look around. Then they're going to give you odd jobs of people to invade. There's 3 invasions we need to do. And then we'll, get into requests. So what's going to happen is when you talk to them, they're going to send you for an invasion over here. They're going to send you for an invasion right over here somewhere. And then they're going to send you for an invasion in the capital. So when it comes to the one in the capital, we'll get to that when we get to it. But we want to go ahead and get all these done. So as you go down to the rooms, this door right here, you can't get in. That's actually a shortcut you get later. We can go ahead and open this door on the right. We'll go ahead and do that. Perfume bottles. And if you roll through here, you're going to notice that there's more going on. There's an illusionary wall. And that's where you really start doing the dungeon. And we'll get into that. But like I said, we have some invasion events to trigger first. Pop our second door. This one is empty. And most of it's just kind of nothing. This room's got NPCs and items. Now this guy wants you to kill Rykard, and you will. And we can kill him right now if you know what to do, so you don't fuck up other items and quests. But we're not.
Pray till the day whatever somewhat spare.
So he just pretty much asks you to kill Rykard. Now, we are going to be killing him. Typically, what you have to do, because there's an armor set in the capital, right? And if you kill Rykard before you complete certain quests, you'll be locked out of invasions. Because afterwards you'll go and exhaust dialogues with NPC, but I've found a way for the walkthrough to do this early and kill Rykard, because typically for that last invasion, you'd have to go through all this, go through the capital, go through mountaintops of the giants, do an invasion there, and then jump back and take out Rykard. That means we don't get a weapon to the end of the game. So what we're going to do is we'll end up taking Rykard out, but we're not going to progress dialogue with a very specific NPC. That way we can go and get our weapon, and we can still do all of our invasions and get all of our items. A lot of people mess this up because they don't know how to do it, but if you do know how to do it, you can get access to really good items earlier on in the game. So right there is going to be your first letter from Volcano Manor. Reading this, Old Knight Esteban. That is your first invasion you're going to be doing for them down in Limgrave, which we will take that out. This is Bernal. Notice he looks very different. He's got a different weapon. Instead of having this right-hander, he's got this club. So Bernal was the guy who sold you Ashes of War at the start of the game, way down here at War Master's Shack. You notice the invasion's right behind this. So for now, exhaust his
What in
dialogue.
heaven's name are you doing here? The Volcano Manor is a pit of recusants who spit at grace and hunt our own kind. I hope you understand the weight of my words. Well, as long as I thought you were perhaps playing, but know that before you can... Before you can...
Alright, just exhaust his dialogue, then you're going to talk to Raya.
Hello again. As a scout, under Lady Tanith. Brave Tarn under Lady.
Right. And we'll be getting into the quest more as we go along the walkthrough, our Volcano Manor walkthrough actually. Once we get further into the dungeon, we'll be getting into Lady Tanith's and Raya's quest lines. They're going to be involved with one another. The Bernal is the NPC that once we get the final invasion from him and kill Rykard, we do not talk to this guy again. That's where you fuck up, right? That's where you get locked out of shit. So for the recommended build, you can get this weapon. And all you'll miss out is one armor set. If you fuck up the quest, you miss armor set. That's it. It's not even, a big deal, but we want to make sure we do things the right way. So after you've introduced yourself to everybody, you saw the letter, you're going to go right over here.
We have no...
So she's pretty much saying, invade for us, be part of our family, or don't, and you need to leave because you're not part of our family. So what we're going to do is jump over to War Master's Shack. And what's pretty cool about this, too, is this actually starts getting you a lot of items, armor sets. So this guy gets you pretty decent armor set. The thing it has like this fanny pack on it. It's really stupid, but other than that, the armor looks good. But yeah, so once you get to the mid game, like I said, you start getting armor sets left and right, which we've already started to find a couple. But from this point on, you really start to get really unique ones. And they'll slow down for a little while after that. You got a Gelmir, Altus, you get quite a few, you get, you know, one of the capitals, so then you got your boss armors in the late game areas. So Esteban is not bad. It's actually the guy that helped you at the start of the game, so, you know, kind of feel bad for killing him. He does one thing to worry about, which is that magic ability. Yeah, that one, like, pulls you in. Now, since we invaded, our health got cut in half, too. Oh, he's a runner. Don't make me spam this just to get you, because I'll fucking do it. Alright, so once you got him out of the way, you're going to go and get his armor set. It's pretty nice. It just has these weird little bags on it, but Rune Art, for Calling Finger, Remedy always are going to be rewarded for invasion events. Now you got your skilled set. So it's not bad at all. I like it. In fact, if you're trying to save on weight, you could like swap that out for the leggings. You know, they don't look bad. Save you on some weight, right? So from there, we're going to jump back to Lady Tana, turn in this invasion.
You've completed. I am. This is your.
Alright, so that gets you Magma Shot. So this is a spell which you need Faith to cast. Really dope. So it shoots a fireball as a projectile, kind of like a glintstone pebble would be, but it leaves a pool of lava on the ground. It's absolutely devastating. I could throw on a staff and use it if I really wanted to, you know what I mean? Either way, after you take her, the first one down, you'll come right over here again to the drawing room table, and this will be your next invasion. Now, this invasion is going to be right over here. Now, it seems pretty far away from where we are. Don't seem far away from here, but it's very far. You have to course through the whole mountain. So what you would end up doing... Oh, I should have grabbed the side of Grace right here. That would have been smart. Not a big deal. We're just going to go back to the Grand Lift. Now, another reason I like this is because with what we're doing now, we're going to take the lift up. We'll be able to grab a couple map fragments, Sites of Grace, and the golden seeds for heal upgrades. It's all on our way. So we're just going to knock it out. On top of that, Raya's only going to bring you to Volcano Manor once, guys. Just the first time. So what we're going to do is we're just going to get on Torrent. And we're going to go straight down. Try to make sure it's daytime too, guys. There's a Knights Cavalry, which, I mean, you can fight nighttime bosses whenever you find them at this point. However, you know, it's not in the notes for this episode, so we're not going to do it. If you go straight on down the road, eventually you're going to see a turn to the left-hand side. That's where your Site of Grace and your map will be. Just go on down here to the left, and there'll be a Site of Grace right there on your right. And now you actually have access to, you know, fast travel point here. So we're going to grab that. And pull up your map, you'll see a map fragment right here if you guys want to put a marker. Now we're not going to do anything past this point over here. Because there are NPC quests and things of that nature. Where we need to go is actually down there to the left downhill. It'll lead you right to your invasion event. It's actually right where we did an invasion event for Barrett's questline very, very early game. Where's the damn pillar? Oh, I'm like, dude, where are you? You get your golden seed, get your map fragment. Now you can see what's going on with it. So that makes things much easier. So right where that split is, if you notice this little dark portion right over here, that goes downhill. So if you were to go downhill, just run straight all the way back. That's all you gotta do. As I said, it's really not that, you know, that difficult to find. And this is the same path we took earlier. It's just, you know, we didn't have a map when we did that earlier on. pull up your map, like I said, just go straight on downhill all the way to the very, very bottom. Doesn't matter if you go back to the main road or do it from here. You can't miss it. Like I said, it's a dark area in the map. I know we're kind of run through open space, so it might throw you off. But like I said, it's, you know, this little pit right here. So then we just take that main road all the way down. Now, if you want this as a blood loss action war, we can go ahead and grab it since we're in the area now. It's just to scare us. I don't really think that's a big deal. As far as our notes lining up, I'll remember to grab that. I try not to, so our notes line up, like if we're going ahead a bit before we're naturally progressing the areas. That way, when I'm going over my notes, I'm like, okay, where's this item? And, you know, I don't feel like I missed it. So you should see 2 trolls and 4 spro. Once you see that, just going up. The invasion sign right here. Now this fucker is going to be using rot arrows and a rot rapier, which is pretty cool. We'll actually be getting you guys this rot rapier here in a few episodes. But with that, you know, she can put on some real damage, so you want to be very, very cautious. There we go. So just spank her down. These invasions are not difficult with our current level. Even though we don't have our weapon the highest yet, it's, you know, not really an issue. I mean, hell, we are at +6 at the end of the day. Alright, so Crespus Vial is a quest item, then you get more Black Key Bolts. That one's not so, oh wait, no, is that the talisman or the quest item? I gotta check it. No, that's the talisman, I apologize. Eliminates all sound made by the wearer during movement. I was thinking the perfume, it's another quest item coming up. Alright, so we're gonna jump back again to Lady Tanith. Go ahead and turn this in, get your second reward.
As your usual.
So Serpent Bone Blade. We were talking about there being a few katanas in the game that don't do blood loss. This one's gonna do poison instead. So it's okay, very unique.
It cannot.
Alright, now once you got that, Patches should be out here in the hall. And once you talk to Patches, he has his own invasion he wants to send you on.
I don't believe it. And here I thought, all good though, we'll do good. Oh, and of course, Patches important.
About Patches.
I thought I could let. Not to mention, I guess I'm up. Even after I've never seen. Try to find it in your.
Talk to him again.
This.
There you go. Letter to Patches.
But if you can relax.
So what he's telling you is that Lady Tanith wants you to do this quest for him, and then don't worry, I will get your reward for you and give it to you. He's just trying to fuck you over like he always does. Which, you know, if you want to go through the dialogue, that's what you're going to see. Now, if you notice, Volcano Manor quest, Trigoth, Magma Worm Makar, that's where you want to go. So this is the guy with the great hammer that helped us not only defeat Magma Worm Makar, but also Radon. So, you know, it's kind of shitty. These guys have helped us out. Now we're going to be fighting them. But it is what it is. Before we get started, let's put on Blood Flame Blade. This guy's fucking really, and there's your heal upgrade. We picked up our golden seeds. But this guy's really beefy. Really, really beefy guy. And remember, your heals will be cut in half when you do invasions. He's got the great hammer, do like fucking front flip smashes, all types of crazy shit on you. And he's got probably I think it is the beefiest armor set in the game. For strength builds that do have the weight. There we are. So obviously if he does that, go ahead and get that backstab, guys. I guess he's like supposed to be the Havel of this game. He's got the Arbalist, he's got the big ass weapon. And you notice he can also just tank through all your shit. Hits you right in the face. Oh, come on, stamina. There you go. So taking him down, you're actually get his armor set too. Really heavy. Like I I said, it's the beefiest set in the game, so it gives you the most amount of poise you can get. And then there's a talisman they'll stack with it. We get an upper Caleb, but you know it's heavy. It's really big boy armor. I think it's the biggest set of armor in the game. So that's your Volgo helm, chest piece, gauntlets, and greaves as always. Then we're gonna jump back to Lady Tanith again. Well, Patches rather.
Hello again.
The request is
Mounted
done.
research? No, I'll give Tanith the new. Have some rest, by all.
Yeah, so you rest, take a load off. I'll give her the
Straight
news.
to find. Forgot something on your shopping. No trouble to me.
Alright, so I think we have to go rest before he gives us our weapon. So this is going to be a Faith Dex weapon. It's a whip that does magma. It's pretty cool if you like whips. I don't. But if you do, it's probably one of the best whips in the game, besides the one we'll get very late game from your last invasion.
Hello again.
Where's my
Sharper
reward?
than you. I was just holding. Here you go.
I'll just hold it for you. It's a magma whip candlestick. Really, really, really neat weapon. It's really unique. I just, like I said, don't really care for whips. So now that we have that, we're going to be going all the way back. And right here. Red letters. So that's your final request. I pull up the map. This is way over here. Mountaintops of the Giants. Obviously, you can't do it. So when we naturally get to this area, we'll knock that out. But then when you talk to him...
So, then I shall introduce Bernal. Recusant. Why not add?
So now Bernal is going to have his Ashes of War again with some new ones instead. So you have Assassin's Gambit, which is new. You have Eruption, which is new. I think this might be the only two new ones. Oh no, Warcry. He may have had Warcry before. I know these two are new though. So now you guys have access to a few new ones. This one's really powerful. That's what that guy. We got the Shield Talisman, really early game was using, where he slammed his mace into the ground and did a pool of lava. So you guys will have access to that.
Well,
and then we're going to go to
still
talk.
You've come to take the recuse to raise the we recuse. All you can do. Well,
Have you any strange something? Oh, it just
And if you
isn't
talk to
possible.
her, she's just telling you how she's hearing noises through the walls, and that's going to tell you to find that illusionary wall we uncovered. You know, that's how you kind of learn that if you didn't put it together.
If you follow, it cannot. If you follow, it cannot come.
Let's go to rest.
If you follow, it cannot come.
look at you. I knew you'd take this.
There you go. So letter to Bernal.
special
So this is Bernal's
you
invasion.
should-
This is my favorite one. So if you actually do his quest, you're going to get his weapon. So you do need that weapon for your platinum trophy. You have to have this weapon for your platinum because it's a legendary ornament. But doing his quest also is going to get you an invasion event here in the capital, which gets you, in my opinion, the best looking armor set in the game. Can't wait for it. And we could jump on over to like East Capital Rampart and just run straight through for this invasion event. And I really do want to do it now, so we have all of them done aside from this one. But then we're just running ahead so far. So, I mean, it would be nice to have it because then we would know how much weight we need for our main weapon and then our armor set or shield. And, you know, we just get stamina done and over with for sure. So you have your weight right. But at the same time, like I said, you're running all the way to the capital, so it just doesn't really feel right. Now, with that, guys, at this point, you are fully wrapped up with the Volcano Manor questline for everything you can do up to this point. And with that, we are, in line to knock out the Volcano Manor. So we'll probably go ahead and wrap up so we can just do the Volcano Manor in full next episode. But before we do, well, I guess we might as well wait. I was wanting to go for the Great Jars challenge one more time, but we get our weapon next episode, so let's wait. We'll go in there with the plus 10 weapon and make life much easier. So we'll just go a little bit short this time, but it is going to be highly worth it, so we can get set up and just better suited for everything. So one thing we will do is we will run and get the arcane weapon. So No, we'll do it next episode. I was thinking because I wanted to get just the faith weapon, arcane weapon, but they were supposed to be in the same episode. We'll wait. But either way, for arcane, you guys will be the only build that's missing the main weapon. So right blood ruins will have one for you. And then this church has another. So what we'll do is after we take out Rykard, before we close out, we'll run here, do an evasion, get you guys an arcane weapon. Go over here, take out a boss, get you another arcane weapon. That way everybody has something they can bring to plus 10, and then, you know, later on you will have other choices. Late game you'll have, you know, other somber tents. It just doesn't come for a long time, so we all need one solid choice for now. But either way, guys, with that, we're going to go ahead and wrap on up. So you guys stay tuned. Please subscribe for more walkthrough, and we will catch you back here shortly for the Volcano Manor.